There we go. Isn't it great to have this community from all over the world and you learning things all the time? I love it. Hi, Eleanor. I'm going to show you around the tea house that I'm sitting in. Let me just turn the camera around a little bit. Hi, Kate. So I'm just sitting in this little pavilion. There's kind of like a rock garden out there. And you can come here for lunch and yum cha. It's really lovely. And you'll see a little bit more of it when I get up off this seat and start moving. But until we're ready to go, let's just enjoy this little view here. Hi, Kate, Catherine and Kathleen. 3 variations of Catherine. Ooh, snowing again in Canada, huh? All right, I'm going to put this tea down. Excellent. Thanks for that, Smart. I'm going to come back and have a look at that when I go over my comments later on today. Let me just turn this around. I'll finish up this tea. Okay. Put my hat on. Hi, Tien. And get ready to go. So I see it's start time. And hi, everybody, and thanks for joining me in the Chinese Garden of Friendship. And before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are meeting today on the lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation and pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging. So let's turn around and have a look at where we are. Morning, Caris. Morning, Joydell. Don't let me forget to pay them. I asked if I could fix them up for my tea a little earlier, and they said, I'll fix this up when you're done. So I must remember. I mustn't forget to pay before I leave. We're going to go out through the tea room. So this is a garden that's attached to the tea room with the stairs and the stacked rocks. Everything about this place is just all about little alcoves, quiet spaces. And the tea room looks out upon this dragon art piece, which was a gift from the Chinese government. Sydney is the sister city of Guangzhou in China, and New South Wales is the sister state of Guangdong Province in China. So the Chinese Gardens was a gift to Sydney as an acknowledgement of becoming sister states and sister cities. The dragon piece that I just showed you is a representation of the friendship between New South Wales and Guangdong, with the blue dragon and the brown dragon. So there's always windows through out over the lily pond. need to be mindful of these people here, respect their privacy. In every corner of the garden there are also bonsai, or as they're known in China, penjing. They're a little different. I'm not sure what this is. Riddle 14. Let's have a look, see what this is about. All around me the garden grows. I lie still, but within me life flows. Okay, everyone, we've got riddles. We're going to have to try and work these out. I'll let you guys try and figure them out. I'm not going to, but there's lots of them all along the walkway. We'll go through them as we walk along. So we've come up to riddle number 19. Here we go. This could slow us down. Japanese I am not. My roots grow from ancient China. I may look young and small. When I tell you my age, I may shock you all. I think I know what that one's about. That one seems pretty obvious, especially where we're standing right now. There's some lovely pots here. Look at them. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Jess. Hi, Mari. I think this is more for the kids than it is for us, but it's a bit of fun. Riddle number 8. I am a yellow fruit grown in this garden that you might eat at lunch. When there's a group of me, we are known as a bunch. Okay. That's referring, of course, to these, the banana palms. I did see one with a bunch on it the other day when I was here. Let's move on from the riddles, huh? I think that's for the kids. There's a bunch. Bunch of bananas. Hi, Esther. Hi, Dice. Hi, Wendy. There's a lot of kids here today. Right, so we're moving into the Peace Boat Pavilion. This one has a lovely red glass window. There we go. That's rather gorgeous. And there's another one on this side as well. I understand that red is a very special colour to the Chinese. I nearly tripped. These glass windows are rather lovely. Let's see if I can get a nicely framed shot. So I'm doing the garden tour today from the opposite direction to what I did last week. So if anyone was on my tour last week, we might see things from a slightly different angle, different aspect. That's the pavilion where the tea house is. see movement in the water. This is the Koi carp moving around in the water here. I think they were just fed not too long ago. There we go. There's the old and the new. Or the traditional and the modern is probably a better way of putting it. The Chinese garden is literally in the centre of Sydney. It's a little oasis of calm and peace, tranquility, in the middle of the noise of the city. So here we are, right next to the Novotel Hotel. There's so many contrasts. There's some big Koi carp just down here beneath me. I'm standing on a little bridge. And this is the centerpiece of the gardens, the big golden pagoda. Hi, Danielle. We'll try for some different aspects, different angles for that shot as we move through the gardens as well. It is, it's really lovely. Oh look, we've got a little dragon here. This is our first little dragon of the day. Are you showing us your best side? He's just a little one. We're bound to see more. So we'll move on. They are cute. They're water dragons. I was just letting that woman get out of shot. She decided to move right into the middle of it. There's a little bridge here we're going to move across. And I was trying for a good angle for a photo, but I don't want to step in the garden. Looks like we might not get it from here. Guangzhou. I think I pronounced that correctly. It's, let me think, Guangzhou, I think, or something very similar to that. So what we have here is around just over a hectare or 3 acres of land that's been utilised for the purpose of creating these gardens. It used to be a refrigeration plant back in the mid 20th century. Just letting some people pass here. If you spot one of these orange and red symbols throughout the garden, they're symbols from the Chinese calendar. And then we have these amazing rock formations. Yes, Osaka, also Nagoya and San Francisco, and I think it's Wellington in New Zealand. And someone mentioned last week also Florence, which I didn't know. I'm just moving slowly, trying to find great angles for you to take postcards. And we're struggling a little bit with exposure here with the light and dark contrast. Okay, we're going to go up these stairs here. I always take stairs very slowly and very deliberately these days. I'm too good at falling over. I'm very practiced at it. Hi Josephine, hi Matilda. Hi Ava. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. These gardens opened in the late 1980s. I don't remember the exact year. I thought it was in time for the bicentennial, but I think I was corrected last week, and I think it might have been a little bit earlier than that, in fact. Thanks, Carol. You're very welcome. So we're now quite high up above the garden, above the lotus pond. Portsmouth. Portsmouth as well. Okay. We've got the sun in the background here, so I'm not going to try for an atom shot from this angle, but I will go around the other side and see if we can get a good shot from the other side. I think that's quite nice, though, with the people just walking through the doorway. I just love the timber work in these buildings. They're just so gorgeous. Have a look in here. We're going to look up high, up towards the top of the tower from the inside. Thanks, Matilda. Yeah, I believe the principles of Feng Shui and Yin and Yang have all been observed, as well as the five elements, um, which are what air, water, earth, fire. Thanks for your input as well, Matilda. And if you think that I've missed something, please point it out. I always welcome input. So there's been obviously a lot of Chinese plants used within the gardens, but also these cycad palms are very Australian. Fountain of Healing. Okay, thank you. That would be that one just about there near the zigzag bridge, I'm guessing. And then we've got the circle arch, which I know is a big part of all Chinese gardens. Ava, I don't know the answer to that question. It's something I'll find out from my next tour. That's a good question. I love this hillside because it looks wild. It doesn't look landscaped to me. It looks like a hillside you might find out in the countryside. Okay, we'll look up from here because it's some interesting angles from here. Keep going, Matilda. It's great. I love it. Whew, it's hot. All right, let's see. Can I get a good shot from here? The old enigma, isn't it? The trees that we love so much, and then they become an obstacle and they're in the way. Just let these people pass. Okay. Keep looking over my shoulder to see if there's a good angle of this. Matilda, is that a temple or a pavilion or a pagoda? What's the correct term for that structure we just tried to photograph? Hi, Tam. I know this one on our left, sorry, on my right is the Rising Jade Pavilion. We'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, that's very appropriate, a resting place from the sun, especially today. And at this point here, it's at the top of a waterfall. So we're at the top of a waterfall here that flows down into the stream that feeds into the lotus pond. And this path will take us down through a long pavilion walkway. Not many dragons about today. Normally there's one resting on the rocks every time you turn a corner. No, we're going to get this shot without the lady in it. It's a big spider web just there with a big spider in it, which you probably can't see. But I think it's a golden orb weaving spider. They make magnificent webs. He must be just beginning his. Hi, Camillo. Okay, so we're going to walk down through this covered walkway.
Strong as steel, yet the breeze compels me. I stand tall among the by the rocks of breeze and
And I imagine that the angles all have some sort of meaning as well, Matilda. Would I be right? Turning corners. The garbage bin doesn't add to the shot, does it? Okay, so there's an information board for this dragon post. I'm going to show you the information first, and then we'll get up nice and close. Depicting the traditional dragon motif spiraling around it, this carved post also displays the various animals of the Chinese calendar. So that's this one here. And you can see at that level is the depiction of the characters from the Chinese calendar. They all appear to be sort of logically paired to a certain extent as well. And there's the dragon. Okay, there's two ways we can go here. I'm going to have a quick dive down through the bamboo forest. Or we might backtrack. Okay, for anyone who wants some information, here's some information on the bamboo forest. So these will be your boulders that it's talking about, would be my guess. It's a little bit muddy through here. And of course, as we turn around and come back the other way, we'll get a completely different aspect. Did you see a turtle? Like a real one? There are turtles in here. If I'm not careful, I will end up in that water. Oh, there's no dramas about that, Anne. If you should see my back right now, it feels like I've been standing under a shower with this backpack on. Oh, that's better. No, not quite. I was hoping to get that circle arch in a good frame. And there's another little bridge just over here to our left. I love the reflections here. Okay, back through the bamboo forest. Thanks, Ava. This is the thickness of the bamboo. There's a lovely shot of the waterfall here. And go over this bridge, stand in the middle of the bridge and see what the waterfall looks like from there. So my understanding is that Japanese and Chinese gardens are similar, but whereas Japanese gardens can be quite formal, Chinese gardens apparently tend to be aiming more towards close to nature. So there's a lizard going up that rock, the dragon, just over there. Does anyone need information about a waterfall? Thanks, Matilda. Yes, I believe that's true. Bamboo is very fast growing and can be a real pain in certain situations. Some bamboos are treated as weeds if they're planted in the wrong place. These koa carp here look like they're just resting at the top of the waterfall. Like they're just sitting there. They're huge. That white one's not doing much. So from here we can look across the Lotus Pond again towards the Zigzag Bridge and the tea house. And then over on the right we have the Circle Arch. I'll get a bit closer to that and try and get a good view through it. There's always a helicopter, isn't there? Or whatever that is. It's a helicopter. Let's go through this way. This is called the Reading Brook Pavilion. It's so nice that people are just coming in here to, take a break. Those two look like sisters. Okay, I want to try and get a nice shot through this arch here. I can see myself falling backwards in the water if I'm not careful. She's fantastic, isn't she, Marge? I feel like I should tip Matilda. Thanks, Rhonda. Hi, Terry, you're in Cairns. I bet I feel almost as hot as you right now. Okay, this is the money shot. You ready? Such a shame about the apartment block in the background, but in a way it gives it contrast. It gives it some kind of perspective, do you think? If I go up or down? If we go up, we'll see the top of that building. If I go down, we can try and get it out of the way. And there's another pavilion over here. It looks like a nice, cool place to sit. Oop, I nearly trod on him. I don't know where all the big ones are today. There's some really big water dragons in here, but I'm only seeing the little ones. Matilda, you can come and do my garden anytime. It wouldn't be bad, would it, Ava? Imagine living close to this. There is an admission charge, but apparently I came in through the tea house. Apparently if you have something in the tea house, you don't get charged admission to the garden. So don't let me forget to go and pay for my tea when I finish my tour. Because she recognised me. I was here last week. She recognised me. It would be a bad look if I forget to pay. Okay, yeah, this one here. Beautiful cool breeze coming through at the moment. If we go back around this way, we'll see the dragon panel. I'm struggling for the word for what that ceramic dragon. I guess it's a panel. Anyway, it's over here. We'll see the other side of it. We saw it from one side from the tea house. We'll see it from the other side over here. And this signifies the friendship between New South Wales, which is the blue dragon, and Guangdong Province in China, which is the brown dragon. And they're sharing the pearl of friendship at the centre of the panel. We get a bit closer, see how close we can get, and still keep it in frame. There. And it's people throw money in here. Yes, there is. Last time I came in the front entrance, it cost me $6 as a senior, a reduced rate. I think it was $8 was the full price admission. We just have a look up here. But this time I came in through the tea house and they just waved me through. There's no separation from the entrance foyer. So I'm guessing that if you have something in the tea house, you get admission into the Chinese gardens. I hope so anyway. I don't want to think that I've avoided paying when I should have. Well, there's a turtle. Let's go see the turtle. Can you see him? It's absolutely worth $8. Where's the lizard? Oh. You see the turtle?
It's cool. Very mossy.
He is a mossy turtle. Apparently there's a lizard just in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. That's a bigger one. Let's see if we can see his face. There we go. Difficult with the contrast, the light and the dark. Can you see him? There we go. It's pretty hot today, so that's probably why we're not seeing very many of them. They're in hiding. And there's a lovely, what we call bonsai, but in Chinese it's called penjing collection just around this corner here. So I'll show you that before we finish up. Here we go. There's some stunning pieces in here. Most of them are apparently around 30 years old. Thanks for that, Matilda. And there's also these amazing rocks. I don't know if anyone else finds rocks as interesting as I do. Oh, where is it? There we go. Try and get the top of them in. All right, well, that's 45 minutes. How are we doing? We're almost finished. I'll just find a spot to finish. Find a spot to say goodbye. There's a little information board about penjing here for anyone who wants to know more. So you can take a photo of that and come back to it later. Thanks, Mary. Apparently this particular penjing up here is quite ancient. I think it dates from the 1930s. The gentleman at the front counter told me last week. And I think that's a cycad palm. Thanks, Debbie. Hi, Sean. Sorry you arrived late. We're just about to finish up, but I will be coming back here another time. So keep an eye out because it's a lovely place to come and spend a bit of time. All right, everyone. I'm almost back at the tea gardens, and that was basically to remind myself to go pay for my tea this morning. So I'm going to say goodbye from here. Thank you so much to everyone for coming. If you've enjoyed my tour, please tell your friends or follow me. Consider leaving a review if you wish. And I hope to see you again on another tour. Thanks, everyone. Bye.